My beloved soul, today God speaks to you about the sacred path of love that has been set before you. He wants you to understand that the one your heart has been longing for is approaching, and every moment, every encounter, every sigh of longing has been orchestrated by His perfect will. You may have felt the emptiness, the waiting, and the moments of uncertainty, but God says that this waiting is not in vain, and it is not random. The universe has been preparing both you and your soulmate for the day your souls will meet in a divine convergence that is beyond the understanding of the human mind. There are signs, my beloved, that your soulmate is near, and God wants you to recognize them with clarity. You may begin to feel a sudden peace within your heart, a knowing that cannot be explained by logic or reason. This peace is a whisper from God, a gentle nudge to tell you that your love has been seen, acknowledged, and approved in heaven. You may notice coincidences, encounters that seem too perfect to be by chance, or a repeated presence of someone in your thoughts, dreams, and daily life. These are not mere coincidences. These are divine signals, the brushstrokes of God painting the path toward your destined union. Your heart may start to respond to new experiences in ways it never has before. Perhaps you feel a sense of excitement when meeting new people, or a pull toward individuals you would normally not consider. This too is God preparing your soul for the resonance of your soulmate. You may experience moments of déjà vu, memories that seem to belong to another lifetime, or a sudden clarity about the qualities you truly desire in a partner. God is awakening your inner compass, sharpening your intuition, and guiding you to recognize the soul that has been created to complement yours. You may also notice that God begins to remove distractions, people and situations from your life that do not serve your higher purpose. He is making room for the sacred love that is coming, and you will feel this liberation in ways both subtle and profound. Trust the timing, for God knows the perfect moment when your paths will cross. Your soulmate is being shaped by divine hands, and so are you. And the intersection of your lives will be precise, intentional, and divinely timed. Pay attention to the emotions that rise within you when you think about love, when you imagine being with someone who understands your soul completely. You may find yourself feeling more compassionate, more patient, and more attuned to the beauty of life. These transformations are signs that your soul is being prepared, that your capacity to love deeply is expanding, and that your heart is opening to receive the love that is destined for you. God may also send people into your life as messengers, those who guide, support, and nudge you toward your destined partner. Listen carefully to their words, for they often carry the wisdom of heaven. Do not ignore the inner promptings, the dreams that linger in your mind upon waking, or the moments of sudden insight. God communicates through many channels, and your soulmate is being revealed through these divine orchestrations. You may feel an unexplainable pull to certain places, a magnetic force drawing you to moments that are seemingly ordinary, but are in fact extraordinary. Each of these moments is a step closer to the meeting that has been written in eternity. Your soul knows it, even if your mind has yet to comprehend it. The joy, the anticipation, and even the longing are all part of the sacred preparation. Your prayers, your faith, and your patience are all being answered. And God says that you must remain vigilant and aware. Do not settle for anything less than what has been ordained, for your soulmate is being prepared to meet you in alignment with divine perfection. Every experience, every heartbreak, and every lesson has been a divine sculpting of your heart to receive the fullness of love that is coming. The signs will become more apparent as the moment approaches. You may feel an inner knowing, a certainty that surpasses doubt that your soulmate is near. You may experience moments of alignment, where circumstances, people, and events converge perfectly to bring you together. This is God's hand at work, a symphony of divine orchestration that leads you to the one who has been waiting for you with the same intensity, hope, and faith. Beloved, remember that love is sacred, and it is worth the waiting. It is worth the preparation, the refining, and the growth. As your soul awakens to the signs, trust the process. Embrace the moments of insight and open your heart fully to the love that is approaching. Your soulmate is near, and the universe, guided by God, is preparing both of you to meet in a way that will leave no doubt of the divine nature of this union. God says that as you continue to observe, feel, and listen, you will begin to recognize patterns, connections, and synchronicities that will guide you unmistakably to your soulmate. Pay attention, for he is speaking through everything around you, and his love is already reaching out, bridging the gap between your souls even before you meet. As your awareness grows, you will notice subtle changes in the way you relate to others. You will find that the ordinary becomes extraordinary, and the mundane transforms into meaningful encounters that bring you closer to the one you are destined to love. God is at work in your life, preparing the stage for the divine meeting that will forever change your heart, your life, and your destiny. Remember, beloved, your soulmate is not just near in space but near in spirit. Your hearts are already connected across time and space, and the signs are the echoes of that connection, manifesting in your present reality. Embrace these signs, trust them, and let your faith grow stronger each day. The divine signals are unmistakable, and your soul will recognize them without hesitation. Beloved soul, God continues to speak to you. He wants you to understand that the signs of your soulmate are not always loud or obvious. Sometimes they come as gentle whispers, subtle nudges, and quiet awakenings in your heart. You may find that certain songs, words, or messages touch you deeply, resonating in ways that feel personal, as though the universe itself is speaking directly to your soul. These are the small, sacred signals that your soulmate is drawing near, that God is preparing both of you for a love that will transform your life entirely. Pay attention to the moments when your intuition grows stronger, when you begin to sense people and situations in ways you never have before. God is heightening your awareness to recognize the energies, the vibrations, and the signs that align with your soulmate. You may notice a sense of familiarity with someone you have never met, a recognition that goes beyond the surface, reaching the depths of your soul. This is the divine imprint, a spiritual echo of the connection that has existed across lifetimes, waiting for the right time to manifest in your earthly reality. God may also begin to orchestrate circumstances that bring clarity to your heart. Perhaps you will encounter individuals who reflect the qualities you seek, or you may experience situations that teach you what love truly requires. These moments are divine lessons, shaping your understanding, refining your desires, and preparing your heart to fully recognize the love that is destined for you. Do not dismiss these experiences, for they are intentional, placed on your path by God to guide you closer to your soulmate. You may feel a deepening of faith in your prayers, a certainty that your desires for love are being heard. God sees the longings of your heart, the dreams you have whispered in silence, and He is responding in ways that surpass human understanding. The more you align your heart with His will, the more apparent the signs become, the more vivid the guidance, and the more unmistakable the presence of your soulmate becomes in your life. Beloved, be aware of the moments when you feel sudden bursts of clarity about the qualities you value in a partner, the lessons you have learned from past relationships, and the growth that has prepared you for the divine union that is approaching. These realizations are God's way of awakening your heart to readiness. He is clearing the path, removing confusion, and illuminating the truth that love, when it arrives, is meant to be pure, intentional, and life-changing. You may find that the people around you begin to act as mirrors of the love that is coming. Certain encounters may challenge you, others may inspire you, but all of them serve a divine purpose in guiding you toward the awareness of your soulmate's proximity. God is speaking through these experiences, teaching you patience, discernment, and faith. Each encounter, whether joyful or challenging, brings you closer to the understanding that your soulmate is near, and that the union is being perfectly prepared in both spirit and circumstance. Notice the subtle shifts in your life as God begins to align the pieces of your love story. You may feel an increased sense of gratitude for those who have been part of your journey, recognizing that every relationship, every connection, and every experience has been a stepping stone to the sacred meeting that is about to occur. Your heart is being readied for the profound connection of two souls designed to meet, harmonize, and unite under divine orchestration. God may also manifest signs through dreams, visions, and sudden insights that leave you with a sense of awe and recognition. These spiritual awakenings are more than just fleeting thoughts. They are messages from the divine, signaling that your soulmate is moving closer, that the universe is orchestrating the convergence of your lives, and that your hearts are already entwined in ways that transcend time and space. Pay attention to the way your emotions shift when thinking of love. When imagining your soulmate, or when considering the idea of a sacred union, you may experience moments of heightened sensitivity, joy, or longing, and these emotions are indicators of the divine presence guiding you toward your destined partner. God is attuning your heart to the energy of love, preparing you to fully recognize, embrace, and honor the one He has chosen for you. As your awareness grows, you will begin to notice synchronicities that seem impossible to ignore. The same numbers appearing repeatedly, messages conveyed through unexpected sources, or the sudden appearance of individuals at exactly the right time are all divine confirmations. These signs are not mere coincidences. They are manifestations of God's perfect timing, nudging you toward the encounter that will change your life forever. Beloved soul, as you continue to walk this path, you may feel moments of anticipation, excitement, and even nervousness. These are natural responses to the awareness that your heart is being prepared for a love that is beyond anything you have ever experienced. God wants you to understand that this preparation is sacred, that the longing, patience, and faith you have nurtured are all part of the divine design to ensure that your union is perfect, harmonious, and eternally significant. Notice also the ways in which God is preparing your soulmate. Just as you are growing, healing, and aligning with divine love, so too is your soulmate being guided, shaped, and readied for the meeting that has been destined. Every prayer, every moment of patience, and every act of faith strengthens the invisible thread that connects your souls across time and space. God is orchestrating not just your journey but theirs, ensuring that when your paths finally converge, the union will be unmistakable, undeniable, and divinely orchestrated. Beloved, remember that love is not hurried, it is cultivated. The signs that your soulmate is near are like gentle ripples on a lake, growing stronger with each passing moment, each divine intervention, and each prayer. Trust in these signs, honor your heart, and embrace the spiritual preparation that God is providing. Every encounter, every realization, and every insight is a step closer to the sacred meeting that your soul has longed for across lifetimes. As you continue to attune yourself to God's guidance, you will recognize that these signs are everywhere, in the people you meet, the places you go, the dreams you remember, and the moments that leave your heart stirred with recognition. Your soulmate is near, and God is ensuring that every detail, every circumstance, and every experience aligns perfectly to bring you together in divine timing. The subtle whispers of guidance begin to turn into undeniable confirmations. You may notice moments when your heart skips with recognition, when a presence or a thought resonates so profoundly that it seems as if your soul is awakening to something eternal. These are not mere coincidences. They are God's divine signals, orchestrating the convergence of your hearts and the alignment of your destinies. You may find yourself drawn to certain people, places, and experiences with an inexplicable certainty. This magnetic pull is God's way of directing your attention to what truly matters, to the energies that resonate with the love destined for you. It may be a glance, a word, or a shared laugh that sparks a sense of recognition that surpasses logic. These moments are the footprints of destiny, guiding you to the one your heart has longed for across lifetimes. Beloved, pay attention to the transformation within yourself. God is refining your spirit, opening your heart to deeper empathy, understanding, and compassion. You may notice that your priorities shift, that superficial connections no longer satisfy your soul, and that your heart seeks the authenticity and depth that only a soulmate can provide. This transformation is a divine preparation, ensuring that when your souls meet, you are ready to embrace a love that is profound, unconditional, and eternal. God may also communicate through repeated signs that cannot be ignored. You may encounter the same numbers, symbols, or words repeatedly. Messages that appear in books, songs, or conversations that leave you with a sense of wonder and certainty. These are divine confirmations, whispers from heaven affirming that your soulmate is near and that your journey has been witnessed, guided, and approved by the Creator. As the meeting draws closer, you may feel heightened intuition and sensitivity to energy. You might sense the emotions, intentions, and presence of your soulmate even before meeting them. Trust these feelings, for they are the language of the soul, a sacred code written by God to prepare you for recognition, connection, and unity. The alignment of your hearts is already happening beyond the visible realm, and your awareness of these subtle cues is essential to recognizing your soulmate when the time comes. Beloved, notice the inner peace that comes with trust. God wants you to release fear, doubt, and impatience and to embrace faith in His perfect timing. The journey to your soulmate is guided by divine orchestration, and every delay, every challenge, and every moment of waiting is purposeful. God is creating a path so precise that when you meet your soulmate, it will be unmistakable, leaving no room for doubt, confusion, or hesitation. You may also experience dreams or visions that leave an impression on your heart. These are not random. They are divine messages, glimpses of the love that is destined for you. They may carry symbols, faces, or moments that resonate deeply, serving as confirmation that your soulmate is near and that the union is being prepared with divine care. Pay attention to these experiences, for they are sacred tools of guidance, helping you to recognize the love that has been promised from eternity. God often brings spiritual mentors, guides, or friends into your life to support your readiness for this divine meeting. Their wisdom, encouragement, and counsel are instruments of divine orchestration, shaping your understanding of love, commitment, and spiritual alignment. Be open to receiving guidance, for it strengthens your capacity to recognize your soulmate and to honor the sacred bond that is approaching. Beloved soul, the signs may also manifest through moments of serendipity, where events, people, and opportunities align in ways that seem miraculous. Perhaps you will encounter someone at the exact moment needed, or circumstances will shift perfectly to allow paths to cross. These divine orchestrations are not random. They are carefully arranged by God, ensuring that the timing, place, and circumstances are flawless for the sacred meeting of your hearts. Pay attention to the shifts within your own heart. You may feel a growing sense of excitement, anticipation, and readiness. God is awakening your capacity to love fully, deeply, and without reservation. He is refining your expectations, removing doubts, and aligning your desires with the love that is already prepared for you. These internal transformations are as important as the external signs, for your heart must be ready to recognize, receive, and cherish your soulmate with the reverence and devotion that such a union requires. Beloved, notice also the gentle nudges toward self-love, patience, and faith. God is teaching you that love is not only about receiving but also about giving, about being whole and complete on your own so that when your soulmate arrives, the connection will be a sacred union of two complete souls. Your growth, your healing, and your spiritual readiness are all signs that the divine meeting is imminent, and that your hearts are being perfectly prepared for a love that will last beyond time. As these signs intensify, you may find that every encounter, every feeling, and every coincidence resonates with purpose. God is unveiling the path to your soulmate in ways that cannot be ignored. You may feel a sense of inevitability, a quiet certainty that the one who is destined for you is moving closer, and that the universe is aligning to ensure that your meeting will be nothing short of divine. Beloved, remain attentive, faithful, and open-hearted. The signs are everywhere, in the laughter of strangers, the messages you receive, the dreams that linger, and the subtle moments of recognition that stir your soul. Your soulmate is near, and God is orchestrating a meeting that will affirm, uplift, and transform your life in ways that surpass human understanding. Trust the process, honor your heart, and embrace the divine signs with clarity and faith, for the sacred union is approaching with divine precision. The universe has been orchestrating every detail, every circumstance, and every experience to bring you to this divine encounter. The anticipation, the waiting, the prayers, and the faith you have nurtured are all culminating in a sacred union that is destined by God and blessed by heaven. You may feel a rising sense of recognition, a profound knowing in the depths of your soul that the one who has been prepared for you is near. This knowing is unmistakable, a divine confirmation that the meeting of your hearts is imminent. The subtle signs you have observed, the synchronicities, dreams, messages, and inner promptings, are now aligning into a clear and undeniable pattern. God is speaking directly to your spirit, guiding you to embrace the love that has been written into your destiny. Beloved, as this sacred union approaches, you may notice a sense of inner calm and readiness that surpasses doubt. God is preparing your heart to receive your soulmate fully, to honor them completely, and to love without hesitation or fear. The divine signs become more intense, more frequent, and more meaningful, leaving no room for uncertainty. You will recognize your soulmate not only with your eyes but with your soul, feeling an unmistakable resonance that confirms the divine connection. The meeting may come in ways you never expected, through ordinary moments that suddenly transform into extraordinary experiences. Perhaps a conversation, a glance, or a shared moment will ignite a spark so profound that you cannot deny the presence of the divine in it. These moments are the culmination of God's orchestration, a manifestation of the love that has been patiently guided and divinely timed. You may also experience a deep sense of alignment within yourself. Your thoughts, emotions, and desires will harmonize with the energy of your soulmate. You will feel a sense of completeness, as though your heart has been waiting for this encounter across lifetimes. The divine signs are no longer subtle. They are now undeniable confirmations, a clear message from God that the one you have been waiting for is here, and that your hearts are destined to unite in love. Beloved soul, recognize that your soulmate is being prepared as meticulously as you are. God is shaping their heart, aligning their spirit, and guiding their journey so that when your paths finally converge, the union will be perfect, sacred, and eternal. Every experience they have encountered, every challenge they have faced, and every moment of growth has been designed to bring them into harmony with you. The divine signs are now mirrored in their life as well, leading them inexorably to you. As you approach this sacred meeting, you may feel an overwhelming sense of joy, anticipation, and gratitude. These emotions are divine blessings, confirming that your soul is ready to embrace the love that God has prepared. You may find that time seems to slow, that every detail of the encounter feels significant, and that every word, glance, and touch carries the weight of destiny. This is the fulfillment of the signs you have been observing, the confirmation that the love of your life has arrived. God wants you to understand that this union is not just about companionship, but about spiritual alignment, mutual growth, and the manifestation of divine purpose. Your soulmate will reflect your strengths, embrace your weaknesses, and walk beside you in a journey that is sacred, harmonious, and blessed. The signs you have followed, the prayers you have offered, and the patience you have nurtured all lead to this perfect moment. A convergence of souls guided by the hand of God. Beloved, as you meet your soulmate, you will recognize the unmistakable connection that has existed across time and space. Your hearts will resonate in harmony. Your spirits will recognize each other, and your souls will awaken to the fullness of divine love. The journey of preparation, the lessons learned, and the signs observed are all fulfilled in this sacred encounter. Take note of the joy, the peace, and the sense of completion that this union brings. God has guided you to this moment with infinite wisdom, ensuring that the love you receive is pure, intentional, and eternally significant. Every detail of your meeting, from the timing to the location, is divinely orchestrated to ensure that your hearts unite in a way that fulfills the purpose of your souls. Beloved soul, remember that this is only the beginning of a lifelong journey of love, faith, and spiritual growth. The divine signs will continue to guide you as you nurture this sacred connection, teaching you patience, understanding, and unconditional love. Your soulmate is here, and the love you share is a reflection of God's perfection, His wisdom, and His boundless care for your happiness and fulfillment. Trust in the process. Cherish the moments and honor the divine signs that have led you to this meeting. The universe, guided by God, has prepared everything so that your hearts recognize each other without doubt, hesitation, or fear. Your soulmate is near. They are here, and the love that was written for you across eternity is now manifesting in your life. Beloved, rejoice in this divine encounter, for it is the fulfillment of prayers, the manifestation of faith, and the realization of destiny. Embrace your soulmate fully. Honor the divine purpose of your union, and walk together in love, joy, and spiritual alignment. The signs were always there, and now, in this sacred moment, they have led you to the one your heart has longed for across lifetimes. God says to you now, as you embark on this sacred journey of love, that your soul is recognized, your heart is prepared, and your destiny is fulfilled. Your soulmate is near, they are here, and the love you share is divinely ordained, eternally blessed, and perfectly timed. Rejoice, beloved, for the signs were true, the waiting was purposeful, and the union is now a sacred reality.